So today I'm going to show you how to make your own Christmas wreath. All you need is some basic elements which you can either buy from good craft shops, garden centres, or I'm actually selling a kit which will have all the basic elements in it. So the first things that you need are a good solid base. So I've got a selection here of wooden ones and metal ones. I've got a good selection of greenery which you can collect from your garden or somebody else's garden, or friend's garden preferably. You need a good pair of scissors or some secateurs and a reel of wire to attach them to the base. And then lots of other lovely nice elements again that you can get in my kit or you can buy or collect on a walk. So you've got pine cones, got some dried fruit here, and some cinnamon sticks. I've also brought some lotus heads which are a little bit different, and again these are the sort of things you can buy. Okay, so we've got two different types of bases here. We've got the wrapped vine and the metal, but I'll show you just briefly. If you do one of these are really easy to use because any greenery that you have, you can just take off a little bit of the leaves at the bottom so you've got a nice straight bit here, and then all you need to do is actually push it in underneath the wire and that will keep in place, and you can just work your way around your wreath going in any direction which suits you, whether it's clockwise or anti-clockwise. Always making sure you've got a nice little bit of length there, and it will easily push in underneath the wire. And you just work your way around. So you don't need any other wire to actually attach these. And I would just keep going around until you've got it full, or if you wanted it half, you could leave the wood actually exposed because that looks quite nice as well. But what I'm going to show you is how to do your wreath onto a metal frame. So I'll leave these here for now and come back to those. Now I don't use moss on my wreaths, I just use a frame, and the wreaths will actually stay fresh way into January if they're outside. So the first thing you need to do with your wire is to attach it to your frame, and that's easily done by just twisting around the base there. Now there's two ways of doing this. You can either get a handful of all the same greenery and work your way around, or you can put a selection together. Now there's no right or wrong way of doing this. It is entirely up to you, it's your wreath. So what I'm doing here is putting together some different textures and colours, grouping them together like so. So you've got a nice bunch of mixed greenery. Then you lay them onto your base here, and your wire that's already attached, and you just twist it around the base like so, making sure it's nice and tight. So what you can do is you can either, as I say, use just one single amount of the same type of greenery or mix it, and it's probably best to lay your table out with these little bunches already made or in different sections so you can pick one piece up as you go along. Sometimes it's easier if you just use the same, and then you can just pick it up and work your way along. So you lay your second bunch across the top of the first one, and again take the wire around and that'll hold it in place. So the best thing to do is to Get all your material cut to the same length to start off with. And then you can pick up your little bundles of mixed foliage. And then you can just lay them on top. You could actually make these bundles up and wire them so you're ready to go, but that just means you have to use more wire. So I find this is just as easy. Managed to find any holly with berries on. It hasn't all been eaten by birds. Where is it there? Because of the nature of holly, I would actually leave it right till the end, and then that can be pushed in under the wires. It's nicer to your hands. If you start trying to put them in the bunches as you go along, you will end up with lots of prickles, and it's not pleasant. Greenery to a green one, I would probably not do it in mixed bunches, but do it individually. And then once you've gone round part way or all the way, you can then just keep going round and round and round. You're not adding any wire to that. You've got all the time in the world just to add your greenery as you go around. And that's a bit easier. Okay, so once you've been all the way around the wreath and you've got a nice base, make sure that everything's really tight so nothing's going to fall out. You can go round again, just adding the odd bit where you think there might be a gap. You can just push that underneath the wire that you've taken all the way around. You might at this stage be able to tell which is going to be the top and which is going to be the bottom, or it might not matter. So the next thing I was going to show you is how to wire your pine cones on. So using your reel wire, what you need to do is just thread your wire around the base of the pine cone, leaving a little bit of a leg like that, and then you twist it on itself, chop it off so you've got a little bit of a length, if you can see that, and then that can easily be pushed underneath the wires, or if you've made it nice and long, you can take it all the way through the base and attach it to your wire frame or your wooden frame. Fruit. What I do with this is just pierce the fruit itself, and you can just thread on as many bits as you like. Again, twisting it onto itself and leaving a nice long thread of wire, and that can be attached again by just threading through and fastening it onto the base. So you can keep going around your base so you make it all even, or you can group it, or if you decide you want a top, then you can easily put a little bit of ribbon on there which makes you remember that's there, and then do your design that way. It's entirely up to you. There's no set ways. I'll just show you with the lotus heads. These are a bit unusual, and these can just have a wire threaded through the actual head itself, going twisting and giving you that little bit of wire. Cinnamon sticks are a little bit more tricky, so you can buy them in different lengths. So you could have nice big long ones, or if you get those you can always split them. It's easier to do them in threes, and the best way to attach these, I find, is to wrap wire around them in a bundle. got to make sure this is nice and tight, otherwise they do have a tendency to empty themselves, to loosen themselves. So you have a bundle like so. Now to cover the wire, you could just leave them like that, or you could use a bit of raffia on there or some ribbon. And again, they can be attached. I'll show you that in a minute. As I mentioned before, I've got some nice holly here. It's a lot easier to attach them now. So have a nice long, create a nice long stem, and you can easily just go around, push that into place. Now I've gone round one way because I think it's easier to attach your greenery, but you don't have to do that. Again, as I said at the beginning, it's entirely your wreath, you can do it in your way. So as long as you've got the elements, the basic elements, you can then add to it as much as you like. This is the fun bit, really. So I will keep adding to this, and then I can show you the end result. So as well as selling kits so you can make your own, I'm also will be making up finished wreaths to sell, which will have all these elements in, and you can still add to those your own personal bits and pieces as well. So here I've shown you how to make a wreath using basic elements, but I want you to be as creative as possible. There's no right or wrong way, and every wreath is different. So go out there and have a go